Today on While We're Single, we're talking about our favorite video game voices. And I gotta go with, okay, this is, you know, a lot, you might get annoyed that I'm not picking a specific character, but Nolan North, for those of you who don't know, is a voice actor who's very prolific in the video game sphere, the video game universe. Most notably, he did Nathan Drake. And how can you not like Nathan Drake's voice? Just that sort of very, very handsome, typical hero. He's got the voice of just someone that takes charge and gets done. But also, he's done a bunch of voices you wouldn't expect, like he voiced several characters in Dota 2, for instance. And I know that everyone's gonna hate on me in the comments for mentioning Dota 2, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this on to Lasercorn.
Iconic video game voices, you gotta go with GLaDOS. I mean, how could you not? That computer articulated thing that starts off as like a friendly, like, I'm here to help you out. You just gotta do this, and then slowly morphs into the voice that's trying to murder you.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point.
Remember that time that I tried to drop you into the fire, and we all laughed and laughed? I can't remember the exact line. Man, I gotta go do another replay of Portal because I know I'm butchering the lines. But the voice that slowly morphs into the voice that messes with you, and then at the end, it's awesome. And then she has the song at the end, so good. GLaDOS is one of the most iconic voices, and it's stuck in your head. And every time you think Portal or see that robot, you hear the voice in your head. So that's how you know it's an iconic voice. That's how you know it's one of the best in all of video games.
How do you do favorite voices in video games and not mention the Joker? Now, obviously, Mark Hamill was the Joker in the animated series, and he brought... he's actually really good at that. It's kind of creepy. Like, when you watch the Joker in the animated series and you hear that creepy voice, he looks nicer. It's not as bad. You're like, okay, it's the Joker. But that design that they give the Joker is just, it's dirty-esque, and his face is all kind of messed up, and it's creepy. Mark Hamill is just the creepiest voice ever, and it works for the Joker because he's like I said, he's creepy and he's maniacal and he's just a madman, and you can hear it perfectly in his voice. I'm also gonna give major props to I don't know the guy's name, but whoever did it in Arkham Origins wasn't Mark Hamill anymore, but he sounded just like him. And at the end of the day, that's kind of all we really want. It's like, Mark Hamill's the greatest Joker ever. Don't take that away from us and give us a new actor. Oh, he sounds just like Mark Hamill? Great, I'm in. Fine, good to go.
Surprise! Another voice I've always really enjoyed is Max Payne. I've always been a fan of like film noir, so when they released a game with this like downtrodden hero in this sort of neo-noir, like dark universe, and just everything sucks all the time. It's fucking Max Payne. It's just the stench of death emanated from the walls and just weird dark shit all the time. And then he always has those hilarious one-liners. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like throughout almost every Max Payne game, he just comes up with these hilarious, like just messed up one-liners about the things that are going on, like trying to make light of the horrible situation he finds himself in. So Max Payne, another awesome video game voice.
I really like whoever voiced the peon from Warcraft II. I always thought it was awesome, and like I had it briefly as whenever I got a text message, it would say zug zug. But the work, and I can't do a good impression, but hopefully we'll play the actual audio clips here.
Zug zug dabu.
He was a good every orc character. He's like, man, I don't get to participate in any of the cool battles. I just have to like chop wood and mine gold, and that was really reflected in his voice. He didn't sound like he was brave enough or smart enough or strong enough for battle. He was just like, zug zug.
I'm gonna get a little meta here on you. One of my favorite voices in a video game is actually in a web series based on a video game. I'm looking at Red vs. Blue. Some great voice acting, some great characters. You haven't watched it, what are you doing? Get on the internet and watch it right now. But Caboose, he's special. He's got some of the best lines. Like, he gets shot, he's like, ooh, he's like bullets. He starts off, like if you watch the pilot episode and you hear him talking, they almost play him off as like a straight guy. But as the series starts from 1 to episode 100, he just gets progressively, just like a little more special.
Oh my God!
That's why he was so funny. Easily my favorite, the slowest guy. And then he like, in the first few episodes when he's at Sheila, the tank, and he's just like, I think I can make this work, maybe? Yeah. Sheila! I love it so much, I gotta watch it again. Like, definitely the best voice.